Hello everyone, welcome to a lesson on the origins of the First World War. This is the first of a series of 7 linked podcasts. They will each be very brief, that will collectively make up a whole lesson. So the sum total of the podcasts in terms of time will be less than 1 hour. So the intention is that you play these podcasts in sequence. So this is the introductory podcast. Briefly, just putting this into context for this lesson, this is a topic that is not examined in the exam. So why am I teaching you it? Well, we finished off last term going up to the policies of Bettman-Hollweg 1914. The next examined topic is the reasons for Germany's defeat in World War I, which we'll be starting in a couple of lessons. You can't literally move from 1914 up to the reasons why Germany was defeated without actually talking about why the war happened in the first place. It simply wouldn't make sense. So rest assured, what I'm going to take you through now is something that you don't need to learn for the exam. It will only be an outline of the origins, and it's an absolutely fascinating topic. A very, very complex topic, and I will only really skim the surface details, but it will be sufficient to aid your understanding. Okay, first thing, looking at the map, starting with the absolute basics. Be aware, obviously you know that the war broke out in 1914. It broke out at the start of August 1914, and the two sides as they panned out, or certainly as they were at the beginning of the war, you're looking at on the map here. So on the left-hand side, you can see what we call the Triple Alliance. Now, this was an alliance that was formed 30 years, more than 30 years before the war broke out. Germany and Austria-Hungary and Italy. You can see the date there, 1882. The alliance was actually formed while Bismarck was Chancellor of Germany. That was in 1882. So that was one side of the war. They fought against, looking at the right-hand side there, they fought against what we call the Triple Entente, which was France and Russia and Britain. So those were the two sides when the war actually started in 1914. Now, the podcasts that follow will be 6 podcasts, okay, and they're listed there. With the exception of the last podcast, the July crisis of 1914, which will be slightly longer. That's where everything sort of comes together. The first 5, in a sense, capture the main themes, the debate about why the war actually started. Huge amount of controversy, huge amount of debate about what caused the war to start. It wasn't as simple as World War II, where there was an obvious bad guy, Hitler and Germany. But we'll look at that in the next lesson, okay, which will be the first proper lesson after these series of podcasts. So the 5 themes, which we're going to pick up in each of the podcasts, are listed there: the new imperialism, Bismarck's legacy, the new course and Weltpolitik, the alliance system, and then the Balkans. And then what we'll do in the final podcast is see how all those strands came together in a prolonged 4-week crisis of the July crisis of 1914, which resulted in the war breaking out at the start of August 1914. Okay, so that's the end of this first podcast. Go on to the next one, the new imperialism, straight afterwards. Thank you.